Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today we got some more bad news. A Mormon church was shot up today in Michigan, and which is crazy because literally the leader of the Mormon church, he died yesterday, which is also more insane. Like somebody else died from over there and then they got shot up. Now I know a lot of people like to dunk on the Mormon religion. Honestly, I'm not that person, but what I am here for today, I'm definitely going to talk about this issue and why issues like this keep happening. So basically, this idiot rammed his car into the church. I think it was the reason why the church was burning in the first place. Also, it's still burning right now. I think it's still burning. Unfortunately, it's still burning. He goes into the church, kills 2 people and wounds 8 or 9 people. Some reports say 9, some reports say 8. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know which one is real, but I mean, they both sound bad, honestly. Basically, this idiot with a semiotic weapon. And again, why are people having their hands on machine guns? Regular people should not be having their hands on machine guns. That should be for military and enforcement people that actually, are in military, not regular people. Regular people should not have these hands on weapons. I don't give a fuck if you want to shoot a deer. That's your Second Amendment right. That's fucking weird. You're gonna shoot a deer with a fucking beam and a scope. Get a life. That's insane. There's no reason why you as a human should have any semiotic weapon. You should not have any weapon like that. You're just a regular human being. You even if you want to protect yourself, you could have a regular pistol. You could just have a regular G19, a regular Glock 19, and that's it. You don't have to have you don't have to have heavily armed artillery. What are you preparing yourself for? And this is what I'm saying. And it happens in a state like Michigan, and this happened in a very boondocks area where gun laws are very relaxed, and idiots like him could buy a gun and harm people because of their religious belief. And we all know this is wrong and this is disgusting, but it's going to continue to happen if we don't actually solve the issue and fix the issue. Everybody's so caught up in the left and right, but this has always been America's issue. People have been getting shot for what they believed in for centuries in America. This country was found on being bullies. This is our history. We have to, I feel like once we come to grips with our history, we could face our present, and that is how we solve issues. But instead of a country, we act like these issues are just happening randomly. We blame exterior things that have nothing to do with nothing. Like Charlie Kirk died, and instead of these people, these these nationalists to come together and actually be like, hey, we have an issue within our community. We need to speak about it. We need to solve this issue. What is going on with us? Why are we doing this? We shouldn't be doing this to each other. Instead of that, 22 HBCUs shut down. And I feel like this is a result of BS. We're always caught up in what side is right. We're always blaming black people or immigrants for things that have nothing to do with majority of these shootings or any issues. The problem is most immigrants are not going into any of these areas and causing massive amounts of crime. They're not shooting a bunch of people. They're not going to churches and shooting people. Black people aren't going to LGBT groups, LGBTQ plus groups. No matter what, they're not going into places where there's a bunch of people believing in something or have a belief system and killing a bunch of them. That's not happening. But according to the FBI, the group that is doing this the most, the white males, the younger white males, they're going to schools, they're shooting people. There's obviously a correlation going on. There's a issue going on, and y'all are not addressing it. And I don't want to hear the whole, it's a mental illness. How many of these people have if all these people are mentally ill, that means we should have stricter laws. That means that we should have more serious background checks. We should actually check people's mental out, because a lot of these people obviously have mental issues. Why the fuck are you going to church with a semiotic weapon? You're already insane. You know what actually pisses me off too? The FBI are aware of these people and are aware that they're building up certain crimes. They're buying guns. They're watching their social media. They're watching what they're posting. And instead of just firing on all cylinders, I've seen a random black man from Florida talk about he's going to kill everybody on the Epstein list. They arrest him as quick as possible. But a bunch of these known shooters are posting hate crimes towards a certain group of people or are threatening them. Y'all are so lazy and lackadaisical to even get them before they even do it, before it's too late. But this is in a result of not doing your job, and this is the result of having relaxed gun laws. All of this is all a failure because people are not safe. Obviously, weapons are used by people. Everybody knows this. People are the problem. And there's people that are generally fucking insane. Let's be honest, bro. There's people in America that will literally shoot you over nothing. And this has always been an issue going on within America. The fact is that we like to act like we are like such a, I know like society now, we act as like we're so different from those people. We're in a high society. Like, we still embrace genocide. We still do the whole nine. We're just as fucked up as the people were before. We just have more technology. We're not more civil. We still do a lot of evil shit, especially when it comes to capitalism. We exploit people. We do the whole nine. We're not that better of a society. We really haven't really changed that much. Humans are still doing fuckery. So with all that being said, you would think there would be more stricter laws, stricter codes, but instead more things like this are going to happen throughout the year, and the blame game will continue to go to political engine conversations that have nothing to do with nothing, because the majority of the problem is what's going on in white America. And if we solve that issue, if people come together and put their differences aside and really look into these problems and why so many hate crimes are happening, why are these people going and shooting up mass schools, why are they threatening HBCUs, why are they doing all these things, instead of actually figuring that out, we will actually get somewhere. Because there's no reason why these things should be happening. There's issues that are charity begins at home. There's issues that are obviously coming at home. Certain belief systems are being taught, and those are an act of violence. And these families should really do something about it. Like, they have to stop this, because if the family isn't watching over these children, they're a detriment to a bunch of people. Because if these are the mindset that they have, that they feel like they believe that they could go into any type of space and be entitled, or just be downright just a imbecile to go in just public areas and harm people because of their belief system, they are a threat to America. And y'all are going to continue to let this happen because, again, political freedom of speech and the rest of the whole nine. And nobody's not knocking the freedom of speech. You can believe in whatever you believe in, but the Second Amendment is getting people killed right now. And that's the reality of the situation. Everybody should not have a right to have a weapon. They just shouldn't. Let's be honest, they shouldn't. And it's not me going against America. It's just me saying the facts. People aren't safe. Some people just aren't safe. And that's really all I have to say for today. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you on the next YouTube video. Peace.